What's going on, everyone? Thank you for checking out my channel, clicking on my video. So this is going to be my first video. But before I talk about this video and get into detail with that, I want to talk about my channel first. So what I have ideal for my channel would be 90% sports and like 10% music. The reason I say that is just because I just don't want to be one subject, but I might make a whole separate channel for music. I don't know. I'm still debating that in my head. I might not even do music at all. I'm 100% doing sports. But yeah, let me know what you guys think on that. Should I just work it in one channel, or should I just make two separate ones? And yeah, I'm just gonna be debating sports. I'm gonna bring on a lot of my friends. We have great debates that sometimes shouldn't be public, but it will happen anyway. So for this video, I want to talk about Week 17, the scenarios, who I think's gonna get seeded where. So the one seed in the NFC, I'm gonna start with the NFC. I'm just gonna make that clear. Start with the NFC because that's easier. All the division winners are set in stone. Saints, Rams, Cowboys, Bears all won the division, so that's set in stone. The 4 seeds are set in stone. The only thing that can change is the Seahawks could drop to the 6th seed, but I don't see that happening. So 1 seed, the 1 seed's already set. This can't change at all. The Saints, everything's through New Orleans. Saints got the 1. The 2 is most likely going to be the Rams. It could, if the Bears win and the Rams lose. I don't see the Rams losing to the Niners. The Niners are hungry for a pick, and yeah, so the Rams are going to win that game. They're the 2 seed. 3 seed Bears, just by default because I have them winning. I have the Rams winning, so they're stuck at the 3. Cowboys probably going to bench everyone. They can't move up, can't move down, stuck at 4. The 5th seed, Seahawks, all they got to do is win. They're the 5th seed. The way that can change is if the Vikings win and they lose. That changes not everything, but that will make the Vikings 5 and them 6, but I don't think that changes. So now the last playoff spot, the 6th seed, is between the Vikings and the Eagles. The Eagles do not control their own destiny. The Eagles need to beat Washington. I think they obliterate Washington, though, and they need the Vikings to lose. I do not think the Vikings lose. I think the Vikings get that last seed by an ugly win versus the Bears. It's going to be all defense. It's in Minnesota. And they're the 4.5 favorite right now. Vegas thinks they'll win. I think they'll win. And yeah, that's that. And then we'll talk about the AFC. So for the AFC, the Pats everything could go through Foxborough, but I don't think it will. All the Chiefs have to do is win, and it's through Arrowhead. I think the Chiefs get that done. I think so that automatically puts the Pats at 2, Houston at 1. Houston, I think, wins. They were the 3 seed, 4 seed Ravens, but we'll get to that game. I really like that game. I want to talk about that game. I think the Ravens win. That's the 4 seed. The 5 seed Chargers, and 6 seed comes down to the Colts and Titans. I really like this game. I mean, this game's going to be interesting. I don't really like it as much as the Ravens game, but that's because I think the Colts just killed the Titans. Even though it's in Tennessee, I think the Colts have the by far better quarterback. Mariota might not even play as of today. Today's Thursday when I'm recording it. I'm not going to drop this video on Thursday. But yeah, so for the AFC, I have Chiefs 1, Pats 2, Houston 3, Ravens 4, Chargers 5, Colts 6. But that Ravens game, so if the Ravens lose and the Steelers win, the Steelers get that 4 seed. And I'm 100% positive the Steelers are going to win. They're versus the Bengals. They're like a 14-point favorite. They're going to win. The Ravens play the Browns. The Browns are actually a good team this year. They possibly could have made playoffs if they fire Hugh Jackson earlier in the season, or if they fire him before week 1. I don't know how he got his job back. He must have had dirt on someone to get that job back, but he did. And now they're out of playoffs because of it. But I think this game is close. The Ravens are going to be the only team in playoffs to have a starting rookie quarterback. And Baker, we all know Baker Mayfield. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He loves to prove doubters wrong. And in his head, do you really think Baker wants a rookie starting quarterback to be in the playoffs. That's not him. Like he got a lot of criticism for going to first overall, and he in his head he just always has to prove a point. It seems like. So I think that game's going to be a lot closer. I'm not even 100% sure the Ravens win. I'm like 60%. But yeah, the Steelers could get in there. I don't think they do. I think the Ravens pull it out, and that's that. So for what I think will happen in the NFC, I have the Saints Rams getting a bye. So that leaves the first matchup would be Bears Vikings, 3-6 seed. This time it's in Chicago instead of in Minnesota. In Chicago, it's Minnesota plays in a dome. If you don't know, there's no dome in Chicago. It's going to be freezing. It's going to be ugly turnovers. The defenses are going to look amazing. But I'm going with Vikings, not because I'm a Vikings fan. I'm not a biased Vikings fan. You can ask everyone, but the reason why is that Bears defense is arguably the best in the league. But I'm not betting on Mitch Trubisky. I'm not betting on him. He is a below average quarterback with the best defense, like I said. And when it comes down to it, the Vikings defense is not bad at all. It's a top 5 defense. But I think if they contain Mitch, I think if they keep him in the pocket and make him pass, he's gonna mess up. He's not gonna win the game. The only way the Bears win this game is because of their defense. Mitch is not beating any playoff team. And if you think I'm exaggerating on how bad Mitchell Trubisky is, go look at his stats and then look at Jay Cutler's 2016 stats. That's how bad he is. He's like, people are just splicing him because he's winning the division and going to playoffs. But that's all the defense. Mitch is nothing special. I think actually if they have but not even an elite quarterback, but an above average quarterback, they actually win the Super Bowl in my opinion, because that defense is just amazing. But they don't. I think they're out for first round to the Vikings. Next game will be Cowboys Seahawks, and this is another defensive game. Cowboys are home in Jerry World, and the Seahawks are a rebuilding team that made playoffs because of how good Russell Wilson is. And the Cowboys don't win by quarterback play. The Cowboys are one of the few teams that win by the running back being an amazing superstar that he is in Ezekiel Elliott. But the Seahawks defense is better than everyone expected this year. Their rebuild was a lot quicker. A lot of it was because of Russell Wilson. They won a lot of games because of him. And when it does come down to quarterbacks, I'm taking Russell Wilson with a broken leg over Dak. But the Cowboys defense is legit this year. They're one of the better. They're probably the second best defense in my opinion. They're before the Rams. Bears. Yeah, the Rams defense is terrible. I don't know why I said Rams. I think the Seahawks do win this game. It's a toss up in my opinion. If Zeke goes crazy though, then the Cowboys will win. But defenses can pressure Wilson all they want. He's gonna scramble away. He's gonna make throws. He's gonna get his receivers open by just buying time in the pocket. That's how he plays. He's an elite quarterback, and he does not get enough credit for what he does for that team. He single-handedly got them to the playoffs. So I think that, and his mission wasn't just to prove that he can get them to the playoffs. I don't think his mission was to prove anything. I think he's just that good, and I think they beat the Cowboys first round. So now it's Saints, Vikings, Seahawks, Rams. I'm going to just start with this game. The Saints are going to destroy the Vikings. They're going to destroy everyone they play. That's not in the NFC. The Super Bowl is going to be close. The Saints are by far better than everyone in the NFC. It shows. They lost a few screwy games, but the Saints are legit. They have depth. Their defense is there. It's not a top defense, but it's a good defense. And Drew Brees can throw it with anyone. They're gonna annihilate the Vikings in New Orleans. Next is Rams Seahawks. This game's gonna be a lot closer than people think. Like, I don't think the Rams are as good as people think, and I think the Seahawks are better than people think. So I think that, and it's a division game. Like, division games and playoffs, no team wants to verse a team in their division in the playoffs. But I think the Rams pull it out. It's going to be closer than people think. Just because I think McVay is an offensive genius, and not only because he can name defensive players, like the media portrays him, but no, he actually is. He'll create crazy schemes, not screens. He'll create crazy schemes. He'll make sure some plays he'll cross route receivers, make a linebacker line up on him, and Gurley's just gonna get 5 yards every carry he gets if he's healthy. He hasn't been himself lately. He's banged up. He got some rest, but the Rams team, I think, goes to New Orleans after they beat the Seahawks. Their home skid is done. They only get one LA game because they got the bye. They go to New Orleans. They get destroyed by the Saints. Saints are in the Super Bowl. I think that game's not going to be close. Drew Brees is going to expose the awful Rams defense. Aaron Donald, that defensive line's going to eat a little bit. They might stop the run game, but the thing about their run game is Alvin Kamara can catch, Ingram can catch, they can run routes, and on linebackers they're not fair. So I think the Saints just completely destroy the Rams, and the Saints are in the Super Bowl. So for the AFC, I have the Chargers the 1 seed, the Patriots the 2 seed. Those two they get the bye. So that leaves Houston versus Colts. And another division game. Houston's home. I think Houston will win this game. This game will be close. The Colts have the better quarterback, but Houston has the better team. And when I say Colts have a better quarterback, that's just how good Luck is. I think Deshaun Watson is an amazing quarterback. He'll play in this league forever if he's healthy. And he's legit. No one can cover Hopkins, and they're just I think that the Colts aren't ready. The Colts were in the middle of a rebuild. They still are rebuilding, but the Colts were in the middle of a rebuild, and Andrew Luck was like, yo, I can actually play this year. So they were like, oh, okay, throw him in. He got him to playoffs, but that's the end of that story. Houston wins. Then they're going to go on to verse the Chiefs. But let's talk about the Ravens-Chargers. This time, they versed Week 16 Ravens-Chargers, and it was in LA. The Ravens won. And this time it's in Baltimore. But I don't think the Ravens win again. I don't think Philip Rivers is going to lose to the Ravens 2 times in 1 year, especially because it's not a division game. Division games are just a lot closer, and that just gives them time to scheme. But this is not a division game. The Chargers will go in. Philip Rivers, I feel like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder because he probably in his mind thinks that he deserves to be in the conversation of the greatest quarterback in the league, and no one really does. No one puts him in there. I don't put him in there. He's an amazing quarterback. He's top 10 of all time playing right now. And he's like 6'7"ish. But yeah, I think the Chargers win in a close game. That game's gonna be a lot closer. Lamar Jackson can't get the job done, and that's not because I think he's the best rookie quarterback. I think he was the most slept on quarterback in that draft. The reason why is he's probably the most athletic quarterback in the league, and he can actually throw. Like, he's no Tim Tebow, Johnny Manziel. That's just all run. If you just think he's gonna run, he's gonna throw it right over your head. He proved that. He did it many times this year as he was playing. But yeah, he's no scrub. I think that game's close, but I have Chargers winning. So going on to the second round, we have Chiefs-Chargers. And I want to say the Chargers just because Andy Reid chokes every year. But I really do think that this is the Chiefs' year to not choke. I do. And at least in their first game. I don't have them going to the Super Bowl, but that's going to be later. That game's going to be close. That's a toss-up. I don't know who wins that game. I'm going to go with Chiefs just because that offense is so high-powered. Patty Mahomes probably has the strongest arm in the league. Dude can throw 99 yards without even running up. Yeah, that team's just too good offensively. That defense is shaky. If they do lose, it's because Patty Mahomes puts up another 40-piece, but the defense can't get the job done if they lose. But I'm picking Chiefs. Next game, Houston Patriots. I'm not falling for this. I see it all over. Is the Patriots dynasty done? It's not done. It's the same story every year. People try to tarnish the name of Tom Brady, the GOAT, and he just continues to get to the Super Bowl. I think they beat Houston, and I don't think that game's going to be close. I think Brady's going to show up. They're going to get a little run game going. He's going to do his thing. Belichick, one of the better coaches of all time, he's going to show up, do his thing. They're going to roll over Houston. Chiefs, Pats, a rematch. I don't know what week they played, but it's a rematch. Pats won last time, and I think they win again. Even though it's in Arrowhead, I'm not betting against Tom Brady. That's what it comes down to. I can't bet against Tom Brady. I can't bet against Bill Belichick. It wouldn't surprise me if the Chiefs win. It might not even be the Chiefs. It could be the Chargers. That game's a toss-up, and it's just toss-ups from here. But, yeah, I think the Pats, I'm not betting against them. They're going to the Super Bowl. Saints, Patriots. Like I said, I'm not betting against the Pats. That's so stupid. The way they're playing this year, they don't look like a Super Bowl team. But I'm not falling for it. Yeah, I have notes over here. That's why I keep looking over here. But, yeah, I can't fall for the Patriots being bad. They're not even bad. They're the 2 seed. It's just bad fun. Their past history. But, yeah, Saints, Patriots going to be a very good game. Arguably the 2 best quarterbacks of all time that are playing right now. Going head to head. Yeah, I think it's going to be a shootout. It don't matter how good your defense is. Breeze and Brady are going to put up points against you. We see this every year. But besides that one Super Bowl, the Saints really haven't been a dynasty. Like the Breeze has always been there, but the team hasn't. And I'm going with Patriots just because I'm not betting against Brady. So that's my prediction. Let me know what you guys think. That's it for this video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. Just let me know in the comments if you didn't like it. Let me know what you think I should name my YouTube. That's another good one. It's going to be something stupid and cringy at first. It's going to change. I'm going to talk to my friends, see if they want to be on the show. And let me know what you guys think about that music situation. Should I work it into this one or make a whole new YouTube for it? Thank you for watching. I know it's a lengthy video, but if you like sports, it's worth it. And yeah, that's my prediction. And after week 17, I'm going to make another video. And we're going to see if I was right or wrong. Probably going to be wrong. Nah, I'm going to be right. No, Saints, Patriots, my Super Bowl right now. Patriots win. Going to be a close one. And yeah, let me know what you guys will kind of want me to talk about. Just let me know stuff. This is just an experiment. This is kind of what I want my channel to be. Take it week by week. I'm going to make, I don't really know basketball crazy. Like, I know NFL is my best sport, I know. I'm going to do... I know the Sixers. I don't really know anything else. I know basketball, but I don't know it crazy. Trying to think. I don't know hockey at all. Sorry about that. I don't watch hockey. I don't know anything about hockey. I'm not going to act like I do. I know a little baseball, but I have a few friends that know a lot about baseball, so we'll try to get them on for baseball when that comes around. And college football. I just pay attention to the top prospects. Like, I've been watching a lot of, like, the top quarterbacks. That's usually what I do. But we'll get into that a whole separate video. We'll talk about the draft picks and what team needs what and what I think what position they'll draft or what player. We'll do something like that. We'll bring on someone for that, though, because I'm going to need a little help for that. Yeah, just give this video a thumbs up and comment what I should change, what you want me to talk about, everything like that. And thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you.